Healing is a journey that many people embark on, often filled with various emotions and challenges. It's essential to understand that this process involves the different aspects of ourselves that can sometimes be at odds. For instance, think of your inner child, a part of you that is still vulnerable and often seeks safety and comfort. This inner child is marked by fear and the longing of a nurturing environment. Then there's your inner teenager, who tends to be driven by emotions like anger and the quest for justice. This part may rebel against a part of the past and yearn for recognition and validation. Lastly, there's your current self, who has been through the ups and downs of life and may simply be looking for peace and stability amidst the turmoil of your life. Past, present, and unfortunately, probably future. When we talk about healing, it's crucial to acknowledge that this is not a straightforward process. Each of these aspects of our lives carries its own struggles and desires. The inner child may feel neglected or scared, still holding on to experiences from childhood that shaped its perspective of safety. In contrast, the inner teenager often feels a strong urge to confront injustice and may express frustrations and feeling unheard or dismissed. All while the adult mind, burdened by the weight of responsibilities and experiences, seeks tranquility and resolution. As we navigate our healing journey, it's important to find a way for these different elements of ourselves to coexist. This often means listening to and validating listening to and validating each part. The inner child needs reassurance and support, while the inner teenager requires an outlet for its rage and voice to express its needs. Meanwhile, our current self can act as a mediator, helping to harmonize these inner voices and guide them towards peace. When we successfully integrate these aspects, healing can become a more manageable process. It starts with the self-awareness. Understanding what each part of us is feeling and experiencing, this self-awareness allows us to pinpoint triggers and the emotions connected with our past experiences. For instance, certain situations may invoke a strange response from the inner teenager, while others may cause the inner child to retreat in fear. Observing these reactions can prove vital insights into our emotional landscaping and upbringing. Developing a compassionate dialogue with ourselves is another key step in healing. This involves speaking to our inner child with kindness and acknowledging its fears. It might involve reflecting on how situations from the past still influence our present and offering that child hugs or reassurance. For the inner teenager, it's about recognizing that the feelings of injustice are valid and that there can be constructive ways to express and channel this anger. For me, it was starting my YouTube channel. Encouraging this teenager to engage in healthy outlets like creative outlets like art or advocacy can help transform that energy into something positive. I know that's what it took for me, because that energy turned into self-destruction. Now it's good to know. For adult self, cultivating an environment conducive to healing is essential. It may involve setting aside time for self-care, seeking support from friends or professionals, or simply finding moments of quiet reflection amidst a busy life and noisy world. Create a safe space where all these parts can feel heard and supported in critical space. Additionally, it's beneficial to engage in practices that nurture healing overall. Mindfulness and meditation can provide grounding, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. That's how I use my YouTube channel. By writing down our experiences, we can begin to separate ourselves from the emotions tied to those experiences, gaining clarity and perspective. This practice can also serve as a means to communicate between our inner voices, fostering understanding and cooperation among them. As we continue on this journey, it's important to remember that healing is not linear. There will be good days and there will be bad days, and setbacks may occur. The process requires patience and understanding, both from ourselves and our environment. It's only natural that different aspects of us may clash at times, but the goal is to facilitate conversations amongst them. Building bridges between these inner voices can help us feel more balanced and in control of our own lives. Seeking external support can also be a great part of healing, whether through therapy, support groups, or even conversations with trusted friends and family members. Sharing our experiences can lighten our emotional load. Professional help, in particular, can provide the tools needed to navigate complex feelings and understand hurtful patterns that we do to ourselves. Self-destruction is not good. Ultimately, the interaction between our inner child, inner teenager, and current self is a dynamic aspect of the healing process. Embracing these complexities can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and a greater sense of peace. Healing allows us to honor every part of our journey, recognizing that each experience has contributed to who we are today. In conclusion, remember that healing is not about eliminating pain, but rather about understanding and integrating all aspects of ourselves. Support your inner child, listen to your inner teenager, and nurture your current self through kindness, patience, and genuine effort. We can find harmony within and foster a path towards lasting peace in our lives. Danielle and Nazca, we're out. See ya.